Alright, man, here we are. Another episode of The Breakdown. This is a special episode specifically because this is the first athlete that I'm doing outside of Felician University and the first female athlete as well. Alright, we're looking at Taliyah Brisco, point guard from Felician University. Before that, she was at Monroe College. I know her from elementary, junior high school. And I can tell you right now, y'all, she's a baller. She is a baller, right? Baller. Now, watching this, first thing I notice is that she brings the ball up the court. She's already got a defender waiting for her. Oh, my goodness. Already has a defender waiting for her. She just got past the half-court line. That's right there. And she's already got a defender waiting on her. So you know what that tells me? That tells me that the shot is there. That tells me that her shot is lethal. And Bloomfield put that in the scouting report, because there's no way that any defender should be meeting you out here unless that's the case, right? Because as a defender, when you go out there, you in dangerous territory, because you risk the liability of getting beat off the dribble, right? If you get beat off the dribble, that's a lot of ground to cover, and if you allow your the ball handler to go around you, then that means one of your other teammates has to crash and help you, which leads to a driving dish. So if you're going to come out there to defend, you got to have the utmost confidence within yourself to be able to play out there, because that's dangerous territory. And I love what Taliyah does. She attacks her, right? She attacks her. There's no stopping. There's no hesitation. She's full steam ahead. She knows exactly what she's getting ready to do. And I love the fact that she gets into that stance too. So she's starting out high here, but as she gets within close proximity of her defender, she gets low. And I love that, because in order to beat your defender, because you're reading it. You're reading of how she is playing you. You always got to read your defender. So if she puts her head down and puts that shoulder down and is able to get around her, then that's a free drive to the basket. But you won't know that unless you do it, right? So I love the fact that she gets low, puts that shoulder down, and goes on with the drive. Now, she crosses it back over, which is beautifully done. Look how much space that creates, right? Look how much space is there. You can't even see the defender. She behind the coach. Where is she? I don't know. Can't see her. Now, I will point out that Taliyah does have a cutting teammate here under the rim. That's easy too, but we're not going to take that away from her, because she definitely does find it later on in the game. And it was actually a beautiful pass. She was on an inbound pass coming down half court, and Taliyah was able to find her teammate cutting baseline to the basket. So she saw it later in the game. It was there. So that was probably a halftime adjustment. But what we're looking at right now is we're looking at a filthy crossover to bring it back. Now, as shooters, all you need is an inch worth of space to get that shot off, and you can knock it down. But this is feet, right? She's getting a green light. Look at where the defender is. Look at where she is, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nowhere near her. So you know what she's going to do what shooters do, and she's going to knock it down. And that's the thing. As basketball players, it is vital to have a lethal jump shot. Why? Because it opens up your game offensively. There's a lot that you can do when you have an efficient jump shot. You can beat people off the dribble. You can pump fake, jab step. You can do whatever you want. You have a lot at your disposal, because your defender has to respect your shot first and foremost. They really don't want you to get that three-point shot off. They'll take the 2 over the 3 any day. Anybody would. Any coach would. That's what they're telling you to do. Take the 2 over the 3. But when you're just as good shooting as Taliyah is right here, it doesn't matter. You can get that shot off, because you can create that offense for yourself. So after the crossover, I love the pull-up. And she drains it. Boom. Bang. All water. It doesn't touch the net. Doesn't touch the backboard. It's straight through. You know what that tells me? That tells me she's been in the gym. That tells me the work ethic is there, and she's making sure that she's putting up shots during practice, after practice, before, whatever the case is. She's making sure that her shot is automatic, and it opens up that game. So definitely love what I saw from Taliyah here. I love the drive, love the cross, definitely love the finish. Now, this is the player that I was talking about. In that last clip, we saw how that Taliyah had a cutting teammate under the rim. She missed it, but she was too busy doing that filthy crossover, so we respect it. But you can see the maturity, right, and that adjustment on halftime, because now she gets that opportunity. It's an inbound pass, and they're getting ready to go down court to set up some half-court offense. But I love the decision here, right? I love exactly what Taliyah does, because she missed it last time, but she saw it this time, right? And as she's coming down court, watch the pass. I don't think I really understand what's going on there. Watch. See, as ball carriers, when you bringing the ball up the court, it's always essential to have your eyes down the floor. You have to see what's going on, because you could miss opportunities like this. You could miss a cutting teammate to the basket, or somebody setting up for a pull-up jump shot. Whatever the case is, so you got to always make sure that you're eyeing the court, you're scanning, you're making sure you can find your teammates and put up points. Now, she keeps her eyes down the floor the entire time, picks the ball up at half court, throws a dime, one-handed to her cutting teammate down the basket. A dime. Love what I see out of her. That's big time. A dime right there. Boom. Finish. That's what we do. That's how you do it. Now for this clip, I just love it from start to finish. From top to bottom, it just shows the all-around facet of Taliyah's game, because not only can she read the floor and perform extremely well on the offensive end, but she can get it done on the defensive end as well, right? So here, I just want you to take a look at Taliyah. She's right there. She's matched up with that defender. Let me minimize that so you can see. Apologize that the screen is a little small. I don't know why that is. But we're just going to pay attention to that right there. Now, what's going to happen is the point guard who's got the ball at the top of the key, she is going to go ahead and make a pass here to Taliyah's man, and she's going to pick it off, right? I love the anticipation, and I love the execution. So she's reading it the whole way through. That's why you got to stay on your P's and Q's. She's reading it the whole way through, jumps it, boom, she's ready, and she's fighting for it, right? She gets to it, jumps it, fights for it, right? And then she takes off. She is gone. Move it. Look at that. Move it. Boom. And y'all really have to pay attention to the move that she does down low. I wish I can enlarge it so you can really see it. But what she does, right? What she does is a spin move. A spin move from left to right at full speed. The move may look simple, but it's a lot more complex than what it is. This is hard to do, right? It's hard to do. You can't just be running full speed and then take that spin to the inside. That's extremely hard. And you have to have exceptional footwork to be able to run full speed, stop on a dime like that, spin without traveling. Then to have the body control that it takes to finish at the basket, right? That's extremely hard. I applaud her for this, because that's a phenomenal play during a fast break. So many things could have went wrong. She could have tried the Euro, would have traveled. She could have got her shot blocked. But I can tell you right now that defender was not expecting that, and she executed it perfectly. Take a look. Spinning. I'm talking about full speed down the court to make that boom, move, finish. I love it. Love everything about it. Like I said, Taliyah was just dominating on all phases of the game, right? Offense, defense, facilitating. She was doing it all. Love what I was seeing.